Once upon a midnight dreary, while half watching, weak and weary, a downloaded episode of Walking Dead from Season 4. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my kitchen door.
"'Tis the stupid cat," I muttered, struggling with the cat flap door. "Only this. Nothing more."
And yet I was still uncertain. Perhaps the cat had dragged a bird in, and I surmised this prize would soon be spread across the kitchen floor, so that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating,
"'Tis the stupid cat, dragging a dead rat through the cat flap door, or a living frog or mouse to let loose in the house once more. This it is, and nothing more."
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer.
"Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my kitchen door, as I scarce was sure I heard you, o'er the sirens of Pitsmoor."
And I opened wide the door to the dark and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the sirens were unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Pitsmoor. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, Pitsmoor. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the kitchen turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. Said I, my fear growing greater,
"'Twas from the refrigerator."
and my posture grew much straighter to this mystery explore. As I gazed atop the fridge, my soul grew cold as the tiled floor. The usual clutter, wait, something more.
"What are you?"
I loudly uttered, when with many a flirt and flutter, out there stepped a stately raven, of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady perched above my own fridge door, perched upon a box of cat food, just above my own fridge door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then the ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore.
"Frankly, that cat is amazing, dragging in a full-grown raven, ghastly grim and ancient raven from the cold streets of Pitsmoor. If it please you, I'll release you. Let me open wide the door,"
quoth the raven.
"Nevermore."
And the raven, sitting lonely on the humming fridge, spoke only that one word as his reply to my request. He used the door. Nothing further then he uttered, not a feather then he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered,
"Other friends have stayed before. On the morrow he'll go back to the cold streets of Pitsmoor."
Then the bird said,
"Nevermore."
Startled at the stillness broken by a reply so aptly spoken,
"What,"
said I,
"is your problem with the pavements of Pitsmoor? Did unmerciful disaster, then another somewhat vaster, followed fast and followed faster, till your songs one burden bore, till the dirges of your hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, never, nevermore?"
But the raven still beguiling all my sad soul into smiling. Straight I sat a stepping stool in front of bird and fridge and door. Upon IKEA flat pack sitting, I found myself freely admitting,
"Ravens are a rarity upon the cold streets of Pitsmoor. Ravens are a rarity. Talking ravens even more."
He concurred with,
"Nevermore."
In my newfound friend delighting, I made move to switch the light on, but the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core, in his plumage so Stygian, made me think he by his mien was of the night, and so the bright electric light his gaze forbore. My finger twitched above the switch, but further action he forbore, with the one word,
"Nevermore."
"No need for your fright of the light, it is the middle of the night. This gloomy room illuminated would facilitate rapport."
But the raven's consternation at proposed illumination was made plain by a change in its tone that I could not ignore. Its eyes implored, I do no more, as it answered, as before, with an uncertain,
"Nevermore."
"Although black as the pit infernal, I believe you are diurnal. So why do you my house light so shun and abhor?"
With that I clicked on the light switch, noting the panicked bird which hid behind the cat food carton on which it had perched before, a carton too small to conceal what the dark concealed before. Quoth the raven,
"Nevermore."
"Raven, I note your coat needs patching, and your feathers are mismatching, as if they come not from one bird but are assembled from a horde. Your talons seem to be pipe cleaners. Your eyes convinced they are as keen as any corvus, but your beak is weak and clearly of cardboard. O keen-eyed creature, why this feature? Speak! Why a beak of cardboard?
The Raven simply never moored. His mismade front he tried concealing, but displayed his back, revealing an unfeathered tail tethered to a rear covered in fur.
No raven has a tail like that. Or pink ears. You're a rat! A rat clad as an avian, a thing never seen before.
The rat informed me.
Nevermore.
With that one word as explanation, he leapt from his present station. Wings unfurled, he hurled himself, plummeting to the cold-tiled floor. At the fall's last millisecond, as I felt sure the rat's death beckoned, he caught the air in his winged pair and went flinging, slinging for the door. Swooping, whooping a farewell, as he smashed through the cat-flap door with an exultant
Nevermore.
And I was left in consternation at the rat's strange inclinations. What were the full implications of all that frightful night I saw? If a raven was a rat, then why not fox or bat or that hen? Why not allow a sow or cow could now be steered by a rat's paw? In every nation all creation built and steered by a rat's paw, and I would know peace nevermore. And that is why I brought you here, you Lenore I hold so dear. I know how to restore you to feel for me all you did before. I am now sure a rat guides your life, and I will find it with this knife. Put down your phone, this blade I hold will free you from that rat Lenore. Blue flashing lights, you ratted on me. Oh Lenore, unlock this door. When will you love me? Nevermore. And now I sit in solitary incarceration involuntary, shouting out how rats conspire and beasts attire through barred door. And though no comrade will they give me, I know there is one within me, and the life I've lived has all been driven by a small brown paw. When will this vermin let me determine my own acts and freedom restore? I know the answer. Nevermore! 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 Nevermore!